All right, again, good afternoon. This is Forex en Español English version. It is Saturday, 7, 2026. All right, again, let's see what silver is going to do. What can we expect in this week? Very crazy what going on, okay? Let's see it. Whoa, I have this call, it's killing me. Before I do that, let's put up the disclaimer and subscribe, people. There is no cost for you and could be very relevant as you're going to see the time to take a position. At the same time, giving us a like so we can grow our channel. And let's go! Baboom! This is insanity, people. This drop, you probably realize it. If you're not, probably dead. This is insane. Sometimes we see this movement, but we don't. We kind of. I want to give you a perspective. Let me tell you. Let me put this blank just to see, to have an idea of how incredible. But let's see it on the daily chart. Oh my God. And what I think I did it in Spanish, is this game is, let's see, visual. That's 50% of the market, people. A little bit less, right? Without no indicators. Let me remove this from here. Let's take this movement from 2005, all right? Unless you reduce the screen to the minimum expression and you expand this to have a sense of data here, to realize that this is no way is normal. No way in hell this is normal. Okay, let's see it. Markets don't do this. All right. Let's see. Fibonacci retracement, just to have a sense. I put in this somewhere in 2020 April. This is 50%. Let me just set up this again. I continue changing this. Okay, default, black, go. This is 50% of the movement drop. 50% of the entire history, well, not the entire history, 2000, no, the entire history will be too far. But since 2020, yeah, April 2020, let me just adjust this to here. Just to have a sense and to realize visually that this is not freaking normal. This is bank manipulation, whatever it is. This is not. I feel sorry for the guy who bought up here. That's why I always freaking out to buy high, people. No way. Now, what do you think is going to happen now? Just by the magnitude of this bounce here, independently of the fundamental, there are fundamentals that are happening. And if you believe that the market closed during the weekend and everybody go to sleep, you out of your mind. You are of your freaking mind. All right? That's why you see these jumps in the market. You leave your chart, okay, next thing the market jump forward or backwards. All right? This is insane. Now, let's see, just by looking at this chart, this rejection here at the 50% uh, golden radio of freaking 6 months. What is it? No, 20, 5 years. This is 5 year data. This drop, Fibonacci level. Boom! Let's see this candle. Let's get a little closer. This is a major rejection there. All right. You think this is stop here because the Forex platform are not working? No, no. Whatever caused this is going to produce the contrary movement. Now they drop the price here, they board down here, and what do you think is going to happen? Boom! It's going to jump. And this is going to happen probably Sunday, like always happen. I say it because I seen it before, and I guess everybody has seen this phenomenon before in the charts. Then usually you chart Friday. Next thing you know, when the market open, it's a big ass gap with a forward and your position on reverse. Why that happen? Because the market, whoops, wake up, still moving, people, still moving. All right, let's see the 1 hour chart, see how it look like. We see it deep into the 50% Fibonacci value, and it start moving to the upside. This movement going to continue next week, people. Think about this. What is the fundamental for this drop? We don't need silver anymore. We don't gonna make no more batteries, no solar panels. You understand that the reason for this to happen is pure manipulation, dramatic pure manipulation. All right. So what I believe is that this is gonna gap up. I don't think it's gonna gap down. So I did let me bring our channel, 30 days channel. Navigator. Standard deviation channel. 30-day channel. Look at this. I almost have a heart attack when I see dropping. But guess what? I was here already. First touch, sale. All right? And when the thing, and then sell stop, I mean, sell stop loss here, sell. And when I saw this happening, it looked like it was in hours, but I think it was in seconds that this drop here. This is the 1 hour chart. I was somewhere around here when I touched my stop loss, and then the other order came in. Boom. Impulse, retracement, boom. Now, what do you think is going to happen here? Why is it going to be different? What I believe, this is going to gap. I closed my position because I was afraid that it did gap against me. I was here, I closed it with, I don't know. Oh, by the way, don't even think about put this position high. I traded with 10 cents because these movements are very violent. And even if I enter with 10 cents, if I have the chance, this from here to here is, I think it's gonna gap somewhere up here because normally it does. Let me draw a line here. This is gonna go back to this line. I'm telling you, I can feel this. All right, let's do it. I think it's gonna be 85. When this jump is gonna be somewhere up here, and it's gonna be a gap in there, like this gap. You see this gap here? This happened for a reason, people. Can you see this gap here? Let's find a bunch of gaps here. Here. This happened for a reason. The market never closed. Okay? So, I believe due to the violence of this movement, then I expected to see a jump somewhere around this line. Let's just draw one in here. I never like to use one particular line. 86, probably. Maybe 88, 89, this high here. No, I don't think it's going to be 90, but this here, 80 something. Let's speculate. This is 86. I don't need to do this, but I just want to play a game here. Let's say this high. Here, this resistance here, 89. Between this range here, between 83, what is, no, 90 is so freaking, but could be, but I believe, let me take this line as a point of reference. People, I don't say this is going to happen because I do not know. But I do know the market gap. In this case, it's going to gap to the upside. I'm almost positive. Can it gap to the downside? Hell yeah. Anything can happen at this point. But my contention is there is no fundamental reason for this movement. This is 100% market manipulation. There is no reason for this movement. All right? This is 50% of 5-year drop. That's insanity, bro. All right? Even if you enter down there, down here, this is a major drop. You come back almost to the price you bought it. If you bought it in 2020, down here. All right? So this is my expectation for silver. Same thing is going to happen with gold because these movements are correlated, almost identical. All right? I expect the market to jump somewhere around these lines here. All right? 86, 88, around there. So Sunday when the market open, there is high percentage of probability that this go boom here. By the time I can buy this again, it's gonna be too late because the spread at this point is gonna be a killer. Okay, so nevertheless, maybe gap up, go down a little bit, and then jump up. Maybe. All right. You know what? Let me see my polynomial. My polynomial is to the high side too. Let me see it. This is pure technical. Oh, polynomial is going to the downside. Yeah, we could catch this movement. All right. Now it's in the bottom of the standard deviation channel. Maybe go up to the middle in here. Probably come back down and then continue to the upside because it's gonna go up. And let me see high time frame. See, this is 1.6. This is 3.6. It's more than 3.6. This is broke all the statistical data. That's why it's crazy. 3.6. So what is this? 4 standard deviation? That's insane. I never see this. 4.6. Standard deviation at 1.6, 2.6, 3.6. 99% of the movement is in there. And this thing went all the way to almost 5.6, breaking all the statistical model. Why do you think is that? The trend continued to the upside. Can you see it? So fundamentally, nothing had changed. The trend is still to the upside. That's why this thing must bounce from that. All right? My opinion. Would it happen? I don't know. I'd be a millionaire if I knew. Okay? So get ready to jump in this Sunday when the market opens. This thing is going up like it's hot. All right? Let's do some trend and analyzing here. I like to look at different things. Let's go on my zero system. Trend of the daily chart change to the downside. Impulse, retracement, impulse. Now I got a buy signal on the man, this code is killing me. But this system is not designed to handle this dramatic.
All right, then.
Here the daily chart change. Let's see it differently. Let's see it differently. This is my oscillator, all right? Sell, buy, sell. I already have a buy signal. The daily chart main trend, it started to go to the downside, but this is too drastic. I believe by looking at this, then this is going to reassess the uptrend here. All right. Let me see the weekly. See, the weekly is not moving. Monthly, Forget about it. This is not moving. Look at this drop. Oh my God, get out of here. So I can tell you that this is just a pullback. Pullback of the major trend. Here we already had the beginning of the return back to the uptrend. All right. And what we always do, we check the dollar and correlation. There are things that I always check. It's correlation. Silver, gold, NASDAQ. All these things move in positive correlation. They are similar correlation. And we're going to see on the NASDAQ and on the DAX in the next videos that the correlation match. Everything is ready to go up next week. Okay? Okay. Forgive me, people. This cold is killing me. My nose is super itchy. All right, what am I supposed to do? Oh, okay. Let's get into, let me look at the other screen. My trading view, because I don't have the dollar index in this platform. So I had to use trading view. And I did this analysis in Spanish. I just do it in English now. Let me get the dollar index, full chart. Alrighty, let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. This is what I did in Spanish. Let's get everything out of it. Remove drawing. No, let me leave the let me see. We can, well, everybody knows and we can see that the trend of the dollar is to the downside. Can you see it, people? You don't have to be a genius to know this. Now, here we have impulse. This is a giant impulse. Impulse, retracement. You see why one of the reasons the gold went down. The dollar had power to the upside, pushing the gold down. All right. Now, the this cat, this I hate this cat, bro. Made me laugh all the time. Okay, let's see it. Let's put my channel so we can compare apples to apples. Standard deviation channel. Alrighty. We use 1 month, which is 720. The one we use on the silver. There you go, people. And it match what we see. The trend is to the downside. Now, look what is my sell signal. It's right there. The way I use this channel is when the price get hit here, one touch, sell, stop loss, next line. If it hit that line, that is a third line I have. You let's say sell, stop loss here. Sell, stop loss on the number 3 line. Then I did not draw it here, but we have it here. Let me show you. What am I? Okay, yeah, template. See it? Oh no, I took the decision to erase the line because I know that from here to here I'm gonna reach 1% on my capital. All right, so I don't have to take a second position on the second line. I just take this one. Buy, stop loss here. Never hit it. And I'm in here. Now you have to be careful here, people, because even at 10 cents, this is an amazing drop here. That's 35,000. That's 3,000 bucks even at 10 cents. That's why you need the second line, or not. Let's calculate this the same way. Let's say from here to here we have 36 for 36. Let's say 37,000. In my account, 1% is 1,000. 1,000. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's too small. I had to take the smaller account. So this is a high risk trade here. So if I take it at 10 cents, multiply, no, what I'm talking about, 0.10 multiplied by 37,000. It's 3.7% risk in this trade, which is big, okay? Because if I divide $1,000 by 37,000, it's gonna be like three. No broker will take this, all right? 2 cents, no way. So I had to play the game with 10 cents. So I'm a little bit hesitant to take this position. Let's see what happened, okay? Because the risk is break my calculations. Nevertheless, it's a high risk trade to get 1-to-1. By the time I get up here, let's say we enter at 87, 88, 87, 85, let's say. No, it's not going to happen 85 because by the time market open, you have to wait a few hours. So the price level, so you don't charge you $1,000 to get in, you know. So let's say here, still that is 1.8% on my account in one trade. This is an amazing trade anyway. It's high risk, but I don't know. I have a problem because I can do all the things that are less risky. I get to a point that the emotion to cut the movement is not relevant anymore. The most relevant thing is to protect your money because this thing is manipulated. I don't know if this thing will gap way down here. So I had to be careful. All right. This is the only thing we have to be careful because I can see here anyway that if the dollar continue this trend, if the dollar continue the downtrend, this is impulse retracement. You can see that it started to move down. Can you see it? Let's get a little closer. If this thing drop here, people, everybody's gonna go up. Silver, gold, British pound, everybody else. Now the British pound trend is to the upside. So this drop here, which I believe will happen, based on what? Well, we take the future, the past projected to the future. It's telling me that it's going down. I can see a down movement here from price action. Can you see it? It started to drop. Impulse, retracement. It did not break this level. So the trend continued to go down. It broke below here, established a new low down here. This is going to the downside. Impulse, retracement, impulse. Now this is going to retrace probably to this level of resistance here. And then drop like it's at. This is what I believe is going to happen. Now let's measure this. And you can see that it's almost identical what happened in all these instruments. Almost identical. All right. The correlation is insane. All right. Let's take this impulse to speculate how far this could go. All right. Impulse. What is my golden radio? People, if you don't believe this Fibonacci is relevant, you are out of your freaking mind. Okay. Super relevant. All right. All right. What is my 50% Fibonacci? It's up here. You can make this shit up. You see this candle here? Point. Broke below the 50%. Got to the 100%. Well, this is, So we're looking at this candle here. There is a possibility that this candle go here first. All right. Let me see if I can change this to bar so I can see. these bars here? Ah, here. Let me put line so I can see the price. This this is my Fibonacci level here. Let's draw it. Rectangle. This is Fibonacci here. So let's bring out the candles. So it's not crazy to believe that this will bounce into this area, and then, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna drop like crazy, and everybody in the world is gonna go up. Next week is gonna be exciting, all right? Which is bad. When you're exciting in trading, is very bad, but you cannot avoid this, all right? Now, once again, can this gap to let's see history in the back. Look at this gap here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Pooh, this isn't the weekend, people. And you tell me the market stopped and it's not moving. Look at this gap here. Gap all the time. And what we do, we look at the future projected to the past. I mean, we look at the past projected to the future. Right? So always gaps everywhere. Here. All right. So I believe that this also could gap to the downside. So we have to keep an eye on this. Who's gonna open first? Who's in first? All right. Is the US dollar open first? No, they're open at the same time. So if this gap to the downside, silver is going to jump, even though the fundamentals for silvers are different. But this is what I back up my analysis against the dollar, because the balance of forces between the dollar and the silver, all right, and the gold, and the British pound, and the Australian US dollar, and the euro US dollar, and all the other correlations. If the dollar drop, everybody's going to going up, no doubt in my mind. And seeing the movement to the downside, there is no reason for this to go up here and break above this point. I don't believe that ever happen. It's going to happen, because the force in the back is stronger, people. And always the strong current will take down the small current. You never swing against the currency, against the current. So this is what I see for the silver and the dollar and the gold. All right, put attention, lower your position, protect your capital, and let's go. Unless you have enough capital or enough insanity to blow an account, you can do that too, because you are free to do whatever you want to do. All right, again, this is my view for the silver, US dollar, gold, US dollar, and anything that have base on dollar is gonna go up next week. All right, again, see you around. Don't forget to subscribe and give me some like, so we can get this channel up and running. Okay, bye.